Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope all of you will be doing fine and having good health and enjoying good health. First of all, as I have mentioned in my previous lecture, that your exams are about to start, like maybe by the mid of this month or in the third week of this month. So you guys are advised to prepare yourself for the final term exams. And in the last lecture, I have asked you to provide me with the topics of your assignments. I have given you a range of topics, like the domain out of which you can choose your research topic for assignment. And I hope all of you will comply with the deadline. I mean, by coming Monday, all of you are supposed to send me the topics of your research assignments, and some of the students have already done that, and I hope the rest of the students would do that by the coming Monday too. So, in today's lecture, we will talk about another very significant concept which is discussed in many fields of studies, and it has gained immense significance in the field of international politics and international relations as well, and that is the geopolitics. So, in our today's lecture, we will talk about the brief introduction of geopolitics, and in the next lecture, probably we will talk about the various writers who have written extensively on the various aspects of geopolitics. And in our previous lectures, we already have discussed about the two major types of major two classification of geopolitics. One is the classical geopolitics, and the other one is modern geopolitics. So we will try to explore some of the works of the writers who have written extensively in classical geopolitics and modern geopolitics. So we would start with the very brief background of the geopolitics, or we will talk about the in our today's lecture we will explore the very basics of this very concept of geopolitics in IR. So when we talk about the origin of this very word geopolitics, it has been derived from the Greek word geo g and another word is also common word is used as geo, that means the earth, and politic, that means politics. So the geopolitics is a combination of two Greek words, ge and politic, that means the combination of earth and politics, the land features, the geographical features, and the political phenomenons. Hence, geopolitics is known as the study of the effects of geography on international politics or international relations. That is the most simple definition of this very concept of geopolitics. So now we will talk about who was the pioneer who used this very term for the very first time. It was a Swedish political scientist, Rudolf Kjellin, who coined this term geopolitics for the very first time. So this is all about the origin of the word geopolitics and the like when it was first coined. So now we will move further with the definition of geopolitics, and we will try to come up with various definitions of geopolitics in order to describe this concept in a comprehensive way. So, uh, talking about the various definition of geopolitics, it involves various aspects of the geography and politics. So, in the simple words, we can describe geopolitics as the science or study that deals with the interaction or the relationship between the geographical areas and political processes, the geographical features and the political processes, the relationship between, in simple words, we can say the relationship between the geographical features and political processes is known as geopolitics, and it is also known as the spatial analysis of political phenomena or the geography in the service of politics. I would like to mention here the quotation which is given by Napoleon Bonaparte, which is quite famous in the discipline of politics and international relations. He once said that politics of a state lies on its geography. So that is all about the geopolitics. By that statement, he meant that in the politics, geography has a significant influence. In the politics of a country, geography of that country plays a very crucial role. So we cannot disassociate the aspects of geography from the political processes prevailing in a particular country. So, in a crude sense, we can say that geopolitics is the influence of geography upon politics. That means how distance and terrain and climate affect the affairs of the states and men. So it was because of geography Athens was known as thalassocracy. Thalassocracy means that an empire which is built upon the sea power. So that is known as thalassocracy. And when we study about the Athenian empires, we came to know that the Athens power was built up upon its sea power, because one of the key factor behind the Athenian empire was their sea superiority, like in their power superiority in over seas, whereas Sparta was a land empire. So they were the two empires who were battling with each other for power and influence in the earlier times. So these two empires were built on different sorts of elements of power. One was built over the sea power and the other was built around the land power. So geography and political processes, they are something which cannot be disassociated. Okay, we will have some other definitions of geopolitics here to explain this, to describe, to define this concept in an elaborative way. So, the study of power relationships of past, present, and future. This is also known as geopolitics. Another definition of geopolitics describes geopolitics as the study of the relationship among politics and geography, demography, and economics, especially with respect to foreign policy of a nation. So there are various elements, various aspects of geography of a state in which we cover so many aspects of geography like demography, physiography, and human geography. There are so many elements which we will talk about in our later discussions, and when we say that it is the geopolitics is a relationship between the physical geographical features and the political processes. That means in the geographical features there are various aspects which are covered, and all the aspects will be covered in the definition of geopolitics, such as demography, physiography, and economics. And another thing which is mentioned in this very definition is the foreign policy of a nation. So all these factors, all these geographical features, they are utilized by the states to achieve the foreign policy objectives, or these or the factors which affect the foreign policy of the state. Another comprehensive definition of political of geopolitics is it is a branch of political geography that considers the strategic value of land and sea area in the context of national economic and military power and ambition. So geopolitics is also considered a branch of political geography, and it considers the strategic value of the land and the sea in the context of the national economic and military power and ambition. So when we talk about geopolitics as a branch of political geography, we discuss the strategic value of both the land and the sea, and their impact on the economic power and military power of a state. So this branch of political geography, which is geopolitics, has gained so much significance from the origin of this terminology, from the uh, and its incorporation in the field of politics and international relations, and it has been given uh, huge importance in the contemporary politics as well. Okay, we will try to have some further definitions of geopolitics in our upcoming discussions. Because of the limited time, I might not be able to have bring up all the various definitions of geopolitics here. So, but from time to time, we will keep on having discussing various definitions or some new definitions of geopolitics in our discussions. So, where the geopolitics has been studied, or in as I mentioned earlier in our today's discussion, that it is a concept, it is a terminology which is not only studied in the discipline of political science or international relations, rather it has been discussed thoroughly in various fields of study. These fields of studies include faculties of arts and humanities, and it is also studied in the faculty of law and political science, as we are exploring the various dimensions of geopolitics, being a student of political science and international relations. And the military colleges also try to also put high emphasis on the study of geopolitics, as the strategists, the military and economic strategists, they are supposed to know about the various aspects of geopolitics to frame policies, to frame military strategies, and so it is imperative for them to have a thorough understanding of this very concept of geopolitics. As we mentioned earlier, that it is not just about the land power, rather it is also associated with the sea power. So marine military colleges also put a lot of emphasis on the study of geopolitics, and it is another field in which the study of geopolitics is uh, heavily emphasized. And staff colleges and the colleges of colleges and institutes of leaderships and upbringing of leaders. So these are the various fields of studies where where the study of geopolitics is heavily emphasized. So it is a multidisciplinary terminology which is studied in various fields of study, and that also adds to its increasing significance in the contemporary world. So, in order to understand the geopolitical moves of countries, it is imperative for us to look at all these various features of geopolitics. So, when we look at, so whenever we try to look at the geopolitical moves of any particular country, we can try to look at all these features such as physiography, the human geography, military geography, economic geography, tourism geography, communication geography, geography, transportation, geography of violence, geography of terrorism, international law, international relations, international history, and so on. So, these all these various aspects will help us to better understand the geopolitical moves of a country. So the study of all these various aspects of geopolitics, which we cover under the study of geopolitics, it is imperative for the students of different fields to know about all these various aspects. so that they can better understand the geopolitical moves of countries around the world. So, in the last part of our today's discussion, we will talk about the various elements, various factors that affect the geopolitics of a country. So first of all, the area, the land, the feature of land, it is very crucial element or factor to assess the geopolitics or the significance of geopolitics of a country. Topography means the land, the nature of land means whether the country has a flat land or it is comprised of mountains and hilly areas. So that is another factor which constitutes the geopolitics of a country. Let's say, let's talk about Afghanistan. So when we talk about the topography of this land, like when we talk about the Russian invasion of Afghanistan, one of the factors that is highly discussed is the topography. Because of the topography of the Afghanistan, the Russians, which were the second highest military power of that time, they couldn't even defeat a very small or like country such as Afghanistan because of the nature of topography. And climate is another factor. And when we talk about the history of when we study about the history of Second World War, that we came to know that the German forces couldn't reach Azerbaijan's oil fields, such as Baku oil field, because of the climate which was there in the Soviet Union at that time. Because of the intense cold climate, they couldn't manage with that, and that the feature of climate put influence the move of the German forces. Geology is another. Geology is about the earth features, the structure of earth. That is another very significant factor which matters in geopolitics, or which affects the geopolitical significance of a country. And hydrology is another. Natural resources, that is one of the most crucial elements behind the geopolitical significance of a country. The Gulf countries are enjoying a lot of significance in world politics because of the natural resources of oil and gas, such is the case with the Central Asian republics. Russia also established its power on the from the revenue generated by the natural resources. So natural resources are one of the very key factors that play a crucial, significant role behind the geopolitical significance of countries in the world. Economy is another factor. Armament means the level of military equipment one country has. Technology is, another very crucial factor. Demography means like the proportion of population, like whether people are young or old, how many of them are men and women. So this is another very significant factor which is considered very crucial in the geopolitical significance of a country. And agriculture is, it's one of the most another one of the most crucial elements. And the last one is the doctrine, the philosophy, the political system, which we can say. So these are the various factors that play a crucial role behind the determining for determining the geopolitical significance of a country in the system. So that is all about our today's lecture, and in the next lecture we will try to come up with some with the we will try to discuss the ideas propounded by different philosophers about classical geopolitics and the modern geopolitics. So if you have any queries, please feel free to write your queries to me through our WhatsApp group, and I would be quite happy to address your queries. So wish you all the best, stay safe and healthy. Allah Hafiz.